Here we've got a comparison of the 1890 silhouette and the early Edwardian silhouette. So you've got the rounded hourglass on your left and then the taller S-curve of the Edwardian period on the right. It also covers the undergarment layers that were worn during the period. The first layer would be the unmentionables, which would basically be the stockings, drawers, and a chemise, or a combination, which were the drawers or a petticoat and a chemise combined. Then you would have the corset, and so that would be, in this case, either the hourglass corset or the straight bust corset. On top of the corset, you would have the corset cover. Now that would protect the corset from any soiling because you couldn't wash it as often. There would also be a petticoat to go along with the corset cover, and this could also be an area where combinations were accepted. So again, the petticoat and the corset cover would be combined. Now, this is also kind of a support layer. So depending on the period, you might have other elements to go in, like a crinoline or a bustle. But during these two times, there was no bustle or crinoline necessary. They just used the petticoat to fill out their dresses. So the final layer now would be the gown or the dress or the skirt and blouse. And that way you'd have a full shape underneath supporting your dresses. Now the Edwardian period did have a monobosom and it was a low bust line. So they might wear something like a bust bodice, which was a breast enhancer to push out that torso and make it look more pigeon-breasted, which was popular during the time period. So when you look at these corsets from the side, you can really see the differences in shape they created. The hourglass corset had a bust that carved the stomach inward, then cupped the lower abdomen, displacing the flesh up and down. So that made a very rounded lower body and a very rounded upper body. The bust line was also high and raised and supported. Now, on the other hand, you've got the straight bust corset, which had a straight front, so that pushed the hips back and pushed the bosom forward. So that's how it created that S-curve that was popular during the Edwardian period. The corset also started below the bust, which meant that the breasts were not supported. So that's what created that low bust line and that monobosom look.